Okay, thank you. So, from last meeting, we discussed or we classify fluid machine as to a positive displacement machine and rotodynamic. Also, we discussed the classification of hydraulic machine based, based on the energy transfer and the type of action, right? So, we will going to pass through this. No? So, we will discuss the pumps, no? Pumps and other fluid machinery. So we have here pumps, no? As you can see in the figure, we have here a single stage centrifugal pump, no? The rotating element is called the impeller, which is contained within the pump housing or casing, no? The shaft transfer mechanical energy into impeller, no? Into impeller which must penetrate the casing. A system of bearing seals are required against the leakage of the fluid. No, here, no, the fluid enters, no, the machine nearly in action and in the axial direction in inlet through the eye of impeller and leaves the impe- impeller radially out. No, for the radial, no, radial type of fluid machine, the fluid direction is perpendicular to the axis, and the energy transfer is what? Centrifugal or even centripetal, no? Which results to the output pressure to a higher pressure, no? And the flow rate will be moderate, no? So, here in the axial, no, the flow leaving the impeller is collected in a scroll or volute, no, which gradually increase in the area, moves fluid moves through the exit, no. The impeller has vein to convey the fluid, no. We have here multi-stage centrifugal centrifugal pump, no. In this pump, exit of the first impeller, no, is connected to the inlet of the second impeller and pressure build up. No, the shaft is vertical end propeller type plates are fixed to it to form the impeller. The guide blade increase the pressure of the fluid, right? So here, no, kapag pasok ng fluid dun sa first impeller, magkakaroon ng build up ng pressure doon sa ah, first impeller, no? After the first impeller, yung sa space noon, pupunta siya sa second impeller, no? So, ang magiging mapuproduce natin doon is more or higher pressure, no? Then it will release to the space through the discharge by a second impeller, no? Makikita natin yung flow from the first impeller to the second impeller as a guide vane, right? So, if you need to have a more powerful or large capacity of pump, you can change your single stage centrifugal pump to a multi-stage centrifugal pump. No. Next, we have the axial. The axial, no, the axial pump is the shaft is vertical and propeller type vane or fixed to it to form the impeller, no? The guide blades to increase the pressure of the fluid. In this kind of fluid machinery, no, the fluid direction is what? Parallel to axis, and the energy transfer is lift forces on the blade, so it will produce a lower pressure and high flow rate in compare with the radial pump, no? So, we already have the comparison of the axial and radial. Pag axial, the fluid 'Pag axial, ang fluid direction niya is parallel to the axis. Whereas kapag radial naman, perpendicular siya 'no. Ang energy transfer natin from the axial is lift force on the blade as kapag, radial, ang radial naman is what? Centrifugal or centripetal force. Ang output natin sa radial is higher pressure in compare with the axial na lower pressure, no? Ang flow rate naman niya kapag radial is moderate, ang sa axial is high. So, kayo na lang yung mag-tabulate noon para mas maintindihan ninyo, no? I-tabulate ninyo kapag axial siya, yung fluid direction, energy transfer, output, and flow rate. Then, from column 1, you uh, create a radial, then axial, no? So, para ma-compare nyo yung both, no? So, next, we have here the compressor, no? A centrifugal compressor. No, as you can see on the figure, no, we can have a centrifugal compressor, no. The air enters the unit near axial through the eye of the impeller and the flow radially outward, no. Air ito ha, air kapag compressor. There are diffuser vane which increase the ano yung nag-i-increase kapag, umandar yung impeller niya? Yung static pressure 'no, and guide air to the volute 'no, and the air leaves the volute air at higher pressure 'no. The impeller is mounted on the shaft supported by the bearing as you can see naman 'no. We have here a centrifugal blower 'no, it is a typical blower 'no. If the impeller has a vane and air is discharged into volute which increase the pressure 'no. An axial flow compressor, air naman yung sunod. This is the axial air compressor 'no, yung flow enters nearly parallel. Parallel siya doon sa hub. Wait lang. The flow is parallel dun sa hub or shaft 'no. Or rotor axis and maintain nearly the same radius through the stage. No, a typical stage consists of row of stationary here the stationary uh, vein and meron tayo ditong row of rotating vein no and increase the pressure from stage to stage no the axial flow compressor are typically used in turbo engines and multi-stage compressor since kapag siya is umikot 'no, since yung naka-attach dun sa ating hub yung rotating vane 'no, yun lang yung iikot yung mga stationary, it will serves as a guide 'no, or siya yung ah, magga-guide dun sa air 'no, or magpipigil habang umiikot yung yung hub or yung shaft 'no, mag-a-accumulate tayo ng pressure 'no. Since it will create a multi-stage 'no since meron tayong maraming stationary vanes. Itong mga stationary vanes naka-attach ito sa housing, hindi siya umaandar 'no. Ang aandar lang dito ang magro-rotate lang nakasabay nung shaft is yung naka-attach sa hub, which is yung rotating vane 'no. Nage-gets po ba 'no? Kapag umikot siya, ulitin natin, 'pag umikot may pumasok na air, mag-a-accumulate yun doon and mag-a-accumulate yung pressure habang palabas ng palabas at papasok sa shaft 'no, lumiliit 'no. Pagliit nung volume, pagtaas ng pressure. Tama? Okay, next. Tur ah Next, turbines, no? Machine that extract energy from fluid stream are called turbines, no? We classify them yesterday when it comes to the fluid. We have here the hydraulic turbines, steam turbine, and gas. No, under hydraulic turbine, we have Pelton, Francis, and Kaplan. No, in hydraulic turbine, the working fluid is water and incompressible. More general classification of uh, hydraulic turbines are what? Impulse and reaction. Pag sinabing impulse, what is the impulse turbine? Impulse turbine is driven by one or two high-velocity jet. Its jet is accelerated in a nozzle external to the fluid wheel, which known as uh, turbine rotor. If the friction and gravity are neglected, the fluid pressure and relative velocity does not change as it passes over the blades and bucket, similar to a Pelton wheel. Pelton wheel, Pelton wheel is a impulse turbine. No, it is driven by a single jet which lies in the plane runner. No, from a penstock, no reservoir. We have here water delivered to the nozzle or jet. No, itong jet siya yung magre-release ng water since makita ninyo parang may reducer dito kapag lumabas yung tubig medyo powerful. So it will create no a high velocity of jet uh, processing kinetic energy strike the bucket in succession. No, the water takes nearly ilan? 180 turns, no? Inside the bucket, right? So falls into tail race, no? May tail race dyan after this turbines, no? Next, we have here the reaction turbine. Reaction turbine, part of the fluid pressure, takes place externally and part takes place within the runner. No, we have here a runner kapag meron tayong uh, reaction turbine, we have runner. No, external acceleration refers to the guide vanes and flow in turns turn to enter the runner in proper direction. Additional acceleration of fluid relative to rotor occurs within the moving blades, no? So both relative velocity and pressure change over the runner, no? So reaction turbine run full of fluid. Same as we discussed yesterday kapag rotodynamic free passage ng fluid between the inlet and the outlet, right? So here is the Francis turbine. Francis turbine is a reaction turbine. No, water enters circumferentially through a turbine casing. No, then it enters the outer periphery of guide vanes and flow into the runner. No, and it flows down the rotor radially and leaves axially. From radially, papasok dito, since siya is nagva-vary based sa radius, no, magli-leave siya, ano, actually, no, water leaving the runner flows through diffuser known as drop tube. Okay? Before entering the tail race. So, continuous tayo dito. Continuous yung kanyang flow. No free passage of liquid, no, from inlet to between inlet to outlet, right? Any question sa Francis turbine? If wala, we will go to Kaplan turbine. Kaplan turbine is also a reaction turbine, di ba? The water from the spiral casing enters guide blades, no? Similar to the Francis turbine. No, kung ang Francis turbine is diretso, ito is ang tinatamaan niya is yung blade, no? Sa Francis runner, dito is blade, no? Yung 4 to 6 blade, no? The Kaplan turbine consists of axial flow runner with 4 to 6 blade of an airflow section. No, in this turbine, both guide vanes and moving blades are adjusted, and therefore high efficiency can be obtained. No? Same ano lang sila ng Francis turbine. No? Pinagkaiba nila is yung Francis is radial, ang Kaplan is axial. No? Yesterday, we also discussed the steam and gas turbine, no? Daanan na din natin, no? Ang steam turbine, in in steam turbine, expansion of high pressure and temperature is expanded, 'di ba? In fixed and moving blades of a turbine, no? The steam is produced in high pressure boiler, and after expansion, steam condense in saan? Condenser, no? Paano kapag gas turbine naman? Gas turbine, no, expansion of high pressure and temperature of gas is expanded in fixed and moving blades of turbine. No, the exhaust gases after expansion go to the atmosphere. No, sa muffler na siya. Pero kapag since we have heat pa rin, the thermal energy from the gas, no, ikinokouple natin siya steam, uh, with the boiler, no? So it will fuel our boiler and produce steam. So we can have a combined gas cycle, no? We have a gas turbine, no? Once once it exhausts the hot air, it can be fuel our boiler, no, to produce steam. Tama po ba? Okay. Any question before we proceed to another topic? May question po ba? If wala, we can proceed to the Euler theory applied to turbo machine or uh, fluid machinery. Ano? Euler's theory, the fluid flow through an impeller of a centrifugal pump. So, according to Euler theory, torque applied on impeller is the rate of change of angular momentum of the fluid passing through the impeller. No, but we need to have a following assumption. No, the following assumptions are made. No, velocity of water is uniform at inlet and exit of the impeller, and the relative velocity at inlet and exit are tangential to inlet and exit tips of the vane. This is again, this is a similar discussion from our last semester, no, the Euler theory of applied to fluid machinery. So we have here the velocity diagram, no. If you remember this velocity diagram of the impeller, no, before we use this to our to turbines, 'di ba? So we will also apply this to our pumps, no? So we can have a holistic calculation and understanding of the pump construction and analysis, right? So you have here, no, kapag syempre papasok yung fluid sa impeller natin. So it will hit the R1 or the radius 1. Siyempre, pupunta siya dun sa inlet. So, it will have a V1 or absolute velocity of the impeller entering the impeller at radius, no? Next, no? Kapag siya is at the exit, we will have also another radius, or out of that, we can have a absolute velocity of fluid leaving at the impeller here at the point 2, since this is the radius 2 or the impeller, no, tip. No? Also, we have also, no, the relative velocity based on your what you call this, machine elements, no, the velocity triangle, no. You have a velocity, relative velocity at inlet, the VR1, right, with an angle of beta, no. Remember, no, please take note, no, kapag ang inyo velocity is absolute, no? If you have a absolute velocity, it will have angle alpha, no? If sinabi na ang angle alpha mo or ang angle mo is for absolute velocity, you can have that in angle alpha. If kapag siya is absolute or a relative velocity, you can use the angle beta. Please be familiar with the figure, no? So you will have a reference during your uh, problem solving, no? Tandaan nyo lang kahit di nyo natatandaan itong description, as long as you have here, you can interpret or derive the formula for the velocity, no? As long as you understand yung construction ng drawing. So, basta kapag absolute velocity, you can have the angle alpha. And kapag relative velocity, you can get the angle beta. Also, we have the U1 and U2, which is the tangential velocity at the inlet and the outlet here. So, since that is a horizontal component or tangential component, is here. Okay? Any question po? Any question po? Naririnig po ba? Okay.
Yes po, dinig po.
Yes po, sir.
Yes, thank you. So we have here also the horizontal and vertical component, no? Kapag wheel velocity ang hinahanap, you will use the horizontal component with respect to the absolute velocity, no? And kapag siya is flow velocity ang hinahanap, you can use a vertical component. Here, no? Laging ang reference ninyo is uh, the absolute velocity. So you can arrive at a analysis, no? Kapag tandaan nyo, kapag wheel, that is horizontal component. No? Kapag siya is a vertical component, that is flow component. So kapag horizontal, you can take the cosine and the vertical for the sign, no? So we can have velocity of the wheel at the inlet or V1W, or you can use VW1 if you want, is equal to V1 cosine angle alpha. For the wheel velocity at exit, or V2W or VW2, is equal to what? V2 cosine angle alpha 2, no? For the velocity of flow at inlet, no, or V1F or VF1, if you want to use, no, you can have V1 sine angle alpha. And if you have the velocity of flow at exit, or V2F, is equal to V2 sine angle alpha 2. Okay? That is only your reference, no? Basta tandaan ninyo, horizontal and vertical component of absolute velocity, right? So, after that, you can use that to um, volume flow rate, no? Kapag hinahanap niya is volume flow rate, no, you can have in the form of flow component and the area A, either in the inlet or the exit. So you can have the volume flow rate is equal to Q is equal to area 1 or area at the inlet times the flow rate, no? The volume flow, tama? V1F, uh, flow velocity. Okay. Q is equal to area 1 times flow velocity since we have expressed the volume flow rate as the form of component, flow component, and flow area. So you can have for the area 1 is equal to pi d1 b1 where d1 is diameter at the inlet and b1 is the thickness of the blade in inlet. Same as in the uh, exit, no? You can have the volume flow rate of area 2, area in exit, and the velocity or flow velocity at exit or V2F or BF2, right? So you can have your area is equal to pi D2B2, no? Or diameter at exit times the thickness of the blade at the exit. Okay. Any question po? Any question? So the flow rate, no, we can have also the flow rate. Flow rate Q is given by what? Q is equal to what? Q we can have it. Q is equal to mass flow rate over density, di ba? Here, you can have that, no? Since ang volume flow rate, and this is the mass flow rate. So you can have your rate of angular momentum or M1 is equal to mass flow rate times V1 W times R1, no? Since same lang tayo ng mass from exit and entry, hindi naman yan naiiba, no? Constant lagi ang mass kahit saang properties, no? Constant ang mass, we can have the M2 is equal to mass flow rate V2 WR2, right? So you can have if you can get the rate of change of angular moment or the applied torque, we can have T is equal to mass flow rate times V2 WR2 minus mass flow rate V1 WR1, or we can simplify to torque or applied torque times or is equal to what? Mass flow rate times the quantity of V2 WR2 minus V1 WR1. Okay? So to get the power input to drive this torque, no, we can have the formula of what? P is equal to torque times the angular velocity, where the angular velocity, as stated earlier, it is U over R, or the tangential velocity over uh, radius, right? So we can have P is equal to mass flow rate times this one, V2 WR2 times U2 over R2 minus V1 WR1 times U1 over R1, right? So we can have a P is equal to what? P is equal to mass flow rate times the quantity of U2 V2 W minus U1 times V1 W. Any question po? Malinaw po yung derivation? Okay. Next is the Euler head. Euler head, if we need to have an assumption also, if the whole of mechanical power is converted into hydraulic power, then the total H will be what? Be given by the relationship of ano? P is equal to the specific weight times Q times H, where Q is the flow rate and the gamma is what is specific weight of the fluid. We can have H or the total head is equal to U2 V2W minus U1 V1W over G. Or you can have the Euler head is equal to U2, same lang, U2 V2W minus U1 V1W over G. But, no, no, but if the head available is actual less than Euler head and if the waters enter, no, if the water enters the impeller without whirl, kapag without whirl sa entering, we don't have the V1W. So V1W will be 0, then the Euler equation will be what? Euler equation kapag if the water enters the impeller without whirl, we can have the Euler head as what? Is equal to U2 V2W over G. Okay? Malinaw po ba? Basta, okay? Basta kapag ang sinabi ng problem, if the water enters the impeller without whirl, automatic po, wala po tayong whirl velocity. Right? So, ang gagamitin nyo kapag Euler head is equal to U2, or the tangential velocity, times the whirl velocity sa outlet over the acceleration due to gravity na G. Okay? Next is the Euler equation in kinetic form. No, it is very useful, no, to express Euler head in terms of their absolute velocity rather than their components. So we can have the relationship. No, ito muna tayo. Relationship no na V1W is equal to V1 cosine alpha 1. And meron din tayong relationship na V2 W is equal to V2 cosine alpha 2 from our discussion earlier, no? As dinerive lang natin using the cosine rule, no? Using the cosine rule, we can have the V1R1 squared is equal to V21 plus V1 squared minus 2U V1 cosine alpha 1 and VR2 squared is equal to V2 squared plus U2 squared minus 2U V2 cosine alpha 2, no? So that if you will going to get the U1 cosine angle alpha 1, you can get 1 half times U21 U1 squared plus U1 V1 squared minus R VR1 squared and U2 cosine angle alpha 2 is equal to 1 half times U2 squared plus V2 squared minus VR2 squared, right? So you can get this equation. The equation is what? The Euler head is equal to V2 squared minus V1 squared 2G plus U2 squared minus U1 squared over 2G plus VR1 squared minus VR2 squared over 2G. Where, no, kung mapapansin ninyo yung first term, no, denotes the increase in kinetic head of the fluid, right? No, it is denoted as what? Kinetic head of the fluid in the impeller due to change in absolute velocity. Kaya ang ginamit natin is V2 and V1. No? Sa second term naman, it represent what? The energy used in the fluid in circular motion about the impeller axis. Since ang ating tangential velocity is u2 and we have setting fluid into circular motion, ang ginamit natin is u2 and u1. No? Then in the third term, since that is regain static head lang, no? So we have also the relative velocity or reduction in relative velocity, no? Reduction ha in relative velocity kasi excuse me, VR1 minus VR2, magkabaligtad since reduction yung sinasabi natin, reduction in relative velocity. So, based on derivation, it is clear that the Euler equation is applicable to a pump and also to a turbine. No? However, the equation would be what? Magkaiba ng sign, no? Since ang ating values no sa entering, lagi kapag turbine, since nag-a-absorb siya or nagge-generate, no? Nagge-generate ng energy, we can have the Euler head is equal to what? Mas malaki yung sa entering. We can have U1 V1 W minus V2 U2 V2 W over G. And sa pump, since siya is absorbing, mas malaki yung outlet natin kasi we applied force or we applied energy sa fluid. So we can have E is equal to U2 V2 W minus U1 V1 W over G. No, tandaan, kapag turbine, it it generate power. So, yung ating head bababa, pababa, 'di ba? And kapag turbine pataas since we add or we put some energy to the fluid, no? Dinadrive natin yung fluid whereas sa turbine, ang turbine ang dinadrive ng fluid. Clear po ba? Clear po? Thank you. Any question po? Kapag axial flow machine naman, we can have equal ang tangential flow since that is axial, wala namang angle kapag axial since that is perpendicular, 'di ba? Perpendicular. So we can have U1 is equal to U2 is equal to U. We can have E is equal to what? U1 V1 W minus U1 U2 V2 W over G, or we can have E is equal to U times V1 W minus V2 W over 2. 2 ba? Or G, sorry. This should be G. And for the pump, E is equal to what? V2 over W, V2 W minus V1 W over G times U, or the tangential velocity, right? For the axial flow machine. Any question po before we proceed to another topic? May question, clarification po?
Wala naman po, sir.
Okay. Okay, I think we can proceed to the next topic. I-flash ko lang po. So we have here main topic 3, the pump. Okay. Yung nakisit in. Okay, okay. For main topic 3, pumps, basic pump construction, impeller, diffuser, no? General pumping system and the net head developed by the pump, specific speed, pump selection process, and reciprocating pumps. So we already discussed the pump and the turbine configuration, no? In general, no, pump add what? Energy to the fluid. They do work on the fluid. Uh, Opposite yung turbine since turbine extract energy from the fluid. The fluid does work on them. So we can have turbo pumps are used to raise what the level of potential energy of the fluid and widely used in hydro and thermal power plants, no? The chemical industries and building and deep well, no? They have a relative few moving parts and reasonable efficiency, no? As explained no earlier, no, the turbo pump is a power absorbing machine, no, which means it requires a driver like a electric motor or uh, some pumps is driven by the generator nakakoppel lalo na sa mga fire pump, no, ang fire pump natin typically or um, ideal na nakatap siya or naka-coupled siya sa isang generator. Bakit? During fire, there is a possibility na magkaroon ng power interruption. So if the fire pump is directly top and nakadepend siya doon sa power supplied by the concessionaire, no, or the power distribution company or sa estate, no, masusunog yung building mo if hindi siya bypass or independent, no? Since ang target natin during fire is to extinguish yung fire during emergency, we use the generator, nakatap siya o directly coupled doon sa fire pump, no? That is the example. Kaya hindi lang lagi di motor, yung iba directly coupled sa generator. Okay? Now, the turbo pump essentially consists of blades, flow channels around an axis of rotation to form a rotor. Rotation of rotor produce what? Dynamic effect that add energy to the fluid. As we stated earlier, no, ang pump is kasama siya doon sa fluid absorbing machines, right? So, anything ba na merong pump, no? You are very familiar sa pump, no? Even ikaw, yung sa sarili mo as an individual, you have a pump, no? Example, we have a human heart, yung may mga puso. Yung iba siguro wala, kaya hindi nila alam, no? But pero yung kalimitan naman lahat ay may human heart, no? Human heart is a wonderful pump which does not require any moving part and does not require any maintenance and yet highly efficient. No, the level of persistent, rhythmic, decidedly dynamic activity, no, of the pump provoke a sense of awe to us. No, it is a muscle which weigh around or about 300 to 400 grams, produce a positive pressure of 130 millimeter of mercury and negative pressure of 70 millimeter of mercury circulates blood about 4 to 5 liter per minute with a velocity of 0.2 meter per second. So, after the semester, if you pressure me, no, mas mataas yung pressure sa heart, no? Possible, mas mataas yung efficiency. Pero kapag walang pressure nang gagaling sa inyo, no, possible konti lang yung pumasa, ay konti lang yung maging pressure, no? Okay. Next is we have the centrifugal pump, no? It is the most common radial flow turbo machine or fluid machine, no? The centrifugal pump. This type of pump has a two main component. As you can see sa figure, we have the impeller and casing. No, yun lang naman yun. Ah, since siya is positive displacement. No, this is a rotodynamic. No, it has a casing and impeller. The impeller attached to the rotating shaft and a stationary casing or housing or volute enclosing the impeller. The impeller consists of a number of blades, usually curved, also sometimes called vanes, no, arranged in a regular patterns around the shaft. No? As you can see in the figure, no, meron siyang volute, casing, impeller, and eye, right? So in this, no, as an impeller rotates, no, as impeller rotates in the fluid, is sucked through the eye of the impellers and flow radially upward, outward. No, the energy is added to rotating plates, and both pressure and absolute velocity are increased as fluid flow from the eye to periphery of vein. No, the fluid then discharge them into a volute chamber, no? So you can see in the figure, no, yung operation or on how centrifugal work, no? Pagpasok niya doon sa eye, yung ating wait lang, wala yung panturo. No, if once na ang fluid ay pumasok doon sa eye and ida-drive siya ng impeller, no, palabas sa outlet. Okay? Here we have two types of impeller, no? We have here the open impeller and the enclosed or shrouded impeller. An open impeller, as you can see in the figure, anong meron sa kanya? Blade are arranged, no, medyo malabo lang. Blade are arranged on a hub or backing. Ito yung blades. Yan, blade yan. Ito yung backing, yung bilog sa likod, no? Nasa likod. Backing at the end, at the back, no? Pero yung harap niya, yung other side is open, no? Walang casing siya. Unlike dito sa shrouded impeller, no? Yung another type where the blades are covered on both hub and shroud end, no? The shrouded impeller will have no peripheral leakage since meron siyang cover, no? And both hub and shrouded end, no? So we have two impellers, no? We have open and shrouded impellers for the centrifugal pump. Okay. So we have also sa pump impeller natin, we can have a single or double suction, no? For the single suction impeller, the fluid enters through the eye of the one side of the impeller, whereas the double suction impeller, the fluid enters to the both side of the impeller. The double suction type reduce the thrust on the shaft. No? Kapag double suction, no, di dalawa ang kanyang entering. No? Dalawa yung humihigop. No? Kapag single lang, no, isa lang. No? Also, the pump can be single stage or multi-stage, same as we have earlier. No, for a single stage pump, one impeller is mounted on the shaft, whereas for multi-stage pump, no, it is several impellers are mounted on the same shaft. Kanina, yung double acting, no, centrifugal pump pinakita ko sa inyo dalawa, no, dalawa yung kanyang impeller, isang panghigop. Parehas naman sila kaso yung isa kasi, yung first impeller is siya yung from, ah, siya yung humihigop galing sa labas and yung, second impeller siya yung, nag ah, ah, pumipigil dun sa loob ng pump 'no. para magkaroon ng mas mataas na build-up ng pressure. Okay? Okay. The flow rate is the same for each stage, but the pressure rises in each stage. Therefore, at the end of the last stage, a very large pressure or head can be developed by what? By multi-stage pump. No, multi-stage pump. Okay. Any question? If none, we will proceed to the analysis. No? We will going to apply here the Euler equation. No? As you can see in the figure, we have here a radial flow impeller, no, and the velocity diagram at the inlet, no. And the inlet we can have here the location 1 and the exit is the location 2, right? So the velocity diagram has the same meaning as given earlier, yung kanina natin discuss, no. So to for the idealized situation, no, it in which there is no or there is no loss or losses, the theoretical pressure head across the pump is given by what? By the Euler equation. We can have E is equal to EU times BUW minus U1 V1 W over G, right? Same derivation, no? Ito yung kinuha natin kanina from the law of cosine. We have VR1 squared minus U1 squared plus V1 squared minus 2UV1 cosine alpha 1. And for the relative velocity at the wala yung connection. You will going to apply here the Euler's theory kanina. Okay? Using this VR1 squared and VR2 squared, we can have the Euler, no? The Euler equation by E is equal to what? V2 V2 squared minus V1 squared over 2G plus V2 U2 squared minus U1 squared minus VR2 squared minus VR1 squared over 2G, no? Please take note that the first term here is represent the gain in the kinetic head or kinetic energy of fluid passes the impeller. For the second term naman, ina-account niya is increase in pressure across the impeller. Ha? Please take note of this, no? Term, yung first term is gain, kinetic energy, and the second term is increase in pressure across impeller, no? If you will going to apply, no, the Bernoulli equation between 2 points or point 1 and point 2, we can use the Bernoulli equation of P1 over what? Specific weight plus V1 squared over 2G plus Z1 is equal to P2 over specific weight plus V2 squared over 2G plus Z2 minus the HP or the head developed by the pump. So we can have the head developed of the pump is equal to what? HP is equal to P2 minus P1 over specific weight plus, asan na yun? Sulat natin, wala rito. Wait lang ha. we can have here HP is equal to P2 minus P1 over specific weight plus the uh, the product the product V2 squared minus V1 squared over 2G plus Z1 over Z1 Z2 minus Z1. Sorry. Okay. Uh, remember no minsan no this Z1 and Z2 is smaller than the P2 minus P1 over specific weight. So we can eliminate that and thus the static pressure rise from the equation, no? From here, no? So we can have P2 minus P1 is equal to what? Density times G times HP minus P V2 squared minus V1 squared over 2, right? Okay. So, in the best design for a pump would be one in which the angular momentum entering the the impeller is zero, so the maximum pressure will rise. Note take note that if U1 or NV1W is equal to zero, where U1 is not equal to zero and V1 is equal to zero, we can have the alpha 90 degrees, alpha 1 90 degrees, then V1 is equal to V1F is equal, no? Since perpendicular yung direction, no? Kasi naka 90 degrees. We can have HP is equal to U2 V2W over G minus U21 V2 cosine alpha or cosine angle alpha 2 over G. No? From the geometry, no? From the geometry of this figure, no? Okay. From this equation, we can have the HP is equal to what? U2 squared over G here minus U2 cotangent angle beta 2 over pi T2 B2G times G, right? Basta ang gagamitin nyo lang na equation is this one, no? From the derivation noong ginamit natin kanina equation. So you can have the Q is equal to what? Pi times T2B2 times the um, flow velocity at outlet is yung equal yun sa kapag ginamit mo to, pwede mong makuha yung flow velocity na equal sa Q over pi D2 pi D2B2, no? Okay. Pero dito kasi ang puwede niyong gamitin na form 'no, para hindi kayo malito is here. You can use HP is equal to A1 minus A2 times Q, 'no? Kukunin niyo lang yung A1 'no, ang A1 natin where the function of machine geometry where is A1 is equal to what? U2 squared over G or the angular velocity squared times R2 squared over G. Ang A2 naman since siya is nasa um, exit, you can use U2 cotangent uh, angle beta 2 over pi d2 b2g is equal to what? Angular velocity cotangent uh, beta angle beta 2 over 2 pi b2g, right? Any question po? Any question? Basta lagi yung A1 will represent dun sa head developed by the pump for zero flow rate and refers to as shut off head. No? Kapag wala yung uh, ano natin, yung sa A2, no? Sa A2 na function. No? Pag tinatanong, kapag ang shut off head ang hinahanap, ang kukunin nyo lang is ito. Okay? Pag shut off head ito. Shut off head. Okay? Any question po? Any question? If wala, we can proceed to the uh, next slide. We have here the diagram for what? For the graph showing the head versus the flow rate for the various type of pumps. No? Okay. Para hindi kayo malito, no? Uh, please be familiar with this graph. No? For the radial veins, no, we have beta 2 is equal to what? 90 degrees since siya ay what? Perpendicular and alpha 2 is equal to 0. For the backward, curved veins, no, ang kanyang beta 2 is less than 90 degrees and ang kanyang alpha 2 is less than 0. No, then the exit triangle of the velocity V2 W is greater than U2 and the head decrease with flow rate. No, as shown on the figure. Pag firm curve naman, curve vein, ang kanyang beta 2 is greater than 90 and alpha 2 is greater than 0, then the exact velocity triangle P2W is greater than U2 and the head increase with the flow rate. No? Question po? May question po ba? Okay. For the actual pump, the blade angle B2 falls in the range of 15 to 35 degrees with a nominal range of what? 20 degrees less than what? B2 or beta 2, no? Less than 25 degrees with and with the 15 degrees less than angle beta 1, no? Less than 50 degrees. No? Nasa gitna lagi ang beta 1 ng 15 and 50. Yung beta 2 is 20 and 25. Any question po? Next is we have the effects on blade angle beta 2 on the exit velocity diagram. So lahat ito is naka-sub 2. No? If you can see in the figure, pwede ba natin palakihin ito? So you can have here the forward, the radial, and the backward. No? For the effect of the blade, angle beta 2 plus and the outlet on exit velocity triangle, no? For the same peripheral velocity, U2, no? For forward curve vein, ang kanyang V2, V2W is greater than U2, no? Tingnan ninyo yung forward, no? Ang U2, ang kanyang pag forward, ang V2W niya is mas malaki sa U2. No? Pag radial vein or same lang sila. No? Since perpendicular, same. Pero kapag siya ay backward, no? Backward, ang kanyang vein, ang V2W is less than sa U2. No? Yan yung representation. No? Para hindi kayo malito. Okay? Any question po? Okay, let's go to the head na, no? Sa theoretical head, no? For the real flow theoretical head cannot be acquired in practice due to losses and pump. Of course, there is always a losses, no? It's either the friction loss, no? Or if there is a leak, no? So we can have actual head is equal to theoretical head minus the hydraulic losses, no? For the efficiency, hydraulic efficiency, you can have what? The hydraulic efficiency is defined as the actual uh, head to or actual ratio of actual head to theoretical head, right? So we can have the hydraulic efficiency is equal to H over HT, or you can have, kung gusto nyo mas mahaba, you can have uh, specific weight times Q times H over specific weight times Q times HT, where ang H natin is yung actual HT, theoretical na HF natin ay hydraulic losses. Hindi pa rin pala dito. Okay. For mechanical efficiency, ano naman ang formula natin for mechanical efficiency, no? Mechanical efficiency is output of pump divided by input shop power. We can have the mechanical efficiency of is equal to specific weight times Q times H over what? Torque, no? Times angular velocity, no? Which is yung power, no? Then, kapag overall efficiency naman, no, efficiency is defined as the power output divided by the power input. So we can have overall efficiency is equal to specific weight times Q times H. H ito ha, yung actual head, over T W or the torque times the angular velocity. No? Following yung relation niya, no, the relationship with the specific with the ang tawag dito, overall efficiency, we can have overall efficiency is equal to what? The hydraulic efficiency times the mechanical efficiency. Dali lang, no, pagkuha ng efficiency. Ang mahirap lang is pagkuha ng head, right? Since you will use a variety of formulas. Okay? Any question po? May question pa po ba? Next, we have the specific speed, no? Specific speed. It is possible to correlate, no, yung mga fluid pumps natin or pumps to a given family of dimensionless number, no? That characterize its operation, no? So such a number is termed specific speed and given by what? A specific speed is equal to angular velocity in radians per second, no? Times square root of flow rate over GH raised to 3 over 4. No? So, kapag pinahanap tayo ng this is greater than I think. Greater than. So, kapag pinahanap tayo, no, ng value ng specific speed, you will going to identify also the kung ano siya, kung siya ba ay radial flow pump, mixed flow pump, and axial flow pump, no, using this values, no, the value of uh, angular velocity velocity is usually based on the motor requirement and values of Q and H. Ano? Are those at maximum efficiency? The type of pump is selected based on the value of specific speed, no? So we can have kapag radial flow pump, we can have yung ang kanyang specific speed is less than 1. Kapag mix, nasa gitna siya ng 1 and 4. So 1 less than the uh, specific speed less than 4. Kapag axial naman, ang specific speed is greater than 4. Right? Any question po sa tatlong type ng pump based on specific speed? If wala, we can have here the shape depends on the specific speed of the pump. No? If you have a radial flow, you can have this kind of impellers. No? Kapag mixed flows, ganyan naman. Mixed flows and radial flows. Kapag axis, ganun lang. No? Tatlong kinds lang. Radial, mix, and tsaka axial. Any question po? Any question po from our discussion? Next week, we will discuss the cavitation and net positive suction, as well as the pump in series and parallel configuration. We can also have the matching pumps to the system's demand and the actual flow pump. No? And after that, we will have our problem solving. No? A lot of problem solving, right? Any question po before we end the class? Any question po? If wala po, mag-attendance po muna tayo. I-unshare ko lang yung screen. Paki-open po muna ng camera so I can have the attendance. Pa-open po muna mga sir and ma'am ng camera. Okay, screenshot ko lang po. 1, 2, 3. Okay na. Okay na po. Thank you.
Thank you po.
See you next week. Thank you. Thank you.
Thank you
Thank you
po.
po, sir.
Thank you po, sir.
Thank you. Thank you.